What's good, John? There you go. I don't have to travel by myself. Appreciate it, my brother. Mission accomplished. We got to see what the president had to say. Good news for the city of La Vega and a lot of other cities in the Dominican Republic. Got the job done, man, on my way home. Appreciate it, my brother. Big things coming. You're right, my brother. Big things coming. We working behind the scenes real hard. A lot of connections being made. That's a fact, my brother. That is a fact. That is 100% facts. And the thing is, all them connections, they see my work, they see what I do, and they're like, yeah, I want to work with this guy. So you're gonna be seeing some things out there. So my peoples, that's what the grind is all about. I drove to La Vega, went live from the moment they kicked off the presser, and I've been standing up the whole time, trying to capture everything. I haven't eaten anything. I'm thirsty right now, but that's what it's all about. People think it's easy. And at some point, when the success comes, they'll say, wow, look, this guy, he just came out of nowhere and got an opportunity. They don't know about the grind. They don't know about driving to different cities just to stand up. They don't know about what it takes. I'm telling you right now, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm tired. I wish I was home right now, sitting on my couch, eating something tasty, but I'll be doing that in a few. John Parham, real hustle. Yeah, man, real hustle. And you know what? People don't understand that sometimes it looks a lot easier than, what they see on the screen. You don't understand what it really takes. Like, look, I was over there. Ain't nobody pay me to be there. I didn't get no money out of that. But I understand the magnitude of the event warrants me being there. So guess what? I gotta spend my gas money. I gotta spend my own money to get there and make it happen. Nobody's gonna tell me, oh, look, I'm gonna cover the expenses for you. So that's what you call getting off the mud. If you really believe in what you're doing, put your money where your mouth is. Put your own money up. Because that's the one thing. A lot of people, they have a good idea. They have a good idea, But they wanted to just manufacture itself. They wanted to just happen. And it don't go like that. It doesn't. Flip, you got to spend money to make money. That's a fact. That is 100% facts. And I made some money off of boxing, but I haven't made as much as I've spent. I promise you. So if I was doing the things that I'm doing for the money, I wouldn't do any of it. Like, I wouldn't have gone over there like, oh, y'all not going to pay me? I'm not going now because y'all ain't going to pay me. Forget that. I'm looking to make connections. I'm looking to meet people. I'm looking to make things happen. So even though nobody's paying me to be there, damn skippy, I'm going to be there. Got the opportunity to meet some people that, you know, that they hold weight and they can move things around. And that's what it's about. If you really believe in yourself, you got to invest in yourself. And somebody told me this, and I'm never going to forget it. I want you to think about this. If you won't even invest in yourself, why would somebody else want to invest in you? Think about that, my peoples. If you're not willing to invest your own money yourself, why would somebody else want to invest in you? Because you don't put your own money for yourself, then it's like, damn, do you really believe in what you're doing? Do you really believe in that? Because if you don't believe in you, I ain't going to believe in you, that's for sure. So that's what it's about. You know, y'all see me grinding, y'all see me going hard. And one thing y'all going to notice about me, my peoples, you never see anything get to my head, ever. It don't matter though, one day I could go live and have 100 people on the live, or maybe, you know, before you know it's going to be 200, 300, then 1,000. None of that is going to change how hard you're going to see me working, how hard you're going to see me grinding. Different projects are going to come up, different situations. You're always going to see me working, my peoples, because this is what I love. I love boxing. I love the sweet science. So you're going to see me doing this, going hard. Ain't no games about this. And ain't no coincidence either. You gotta... Luck doesn't just come to your door and show up. You gotta push it. When you push it, that's when luck show up. Pop! Just happened. Boom, here. Hold that. But if you're not pushing, if you're not grinding, luck is not gonna come knocking in your door like, yo, here I am, get lucky. People with fake dreams, waiting to hit the lotto and shit. Oh, I'm gonna hit the lotto. Waiting for something to just happen. Nah, my peoples. You gotta grind. You gotta push it. You gotta push it. You gotta push it, and luck will just come to you if you do that. But if you're just waiting for something to happen, you're gonna keep waiting. That's what's gonna happen. Your ass gonna keep waiting. And you know what? People just gotta say, I'm gonna work hard at something that I think can take me to another level. That's not for everybody, because some people are already at that level that they wanted to get to. If you're already at that level you wanted to get to, then you got to maintain it. Because that's the one thing, man, that you realize. The more levels you go up, the more expensive your lifestyle becomes. And you got to maintain that. You got more bills. Your bills are more expensive. Everything. If you got a bigger house, your electricity is more expensive. Your water is more expensive. You need a bigger AC now, because that little joint ain't gonna make your house cold no more. So you gotta keep grinding. Or what a lot of people do, you could just settle. There's people who settle and say, you know what, this is it right here. I'll make this little, I don't know, $800 a week, and that'll be enough for me to pay my rent and barely eat and almost be broke. Damn, my peoples, yo, it's tough. Working, people who, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I work to pay bills. Because I could have a few bucks on the side, but guess what? If I crash this car and I break everything apart, I'll be broke shortly after having to fix this shit. So that's not really having money like that. So I can't be comfortable with that. I can't be, just settle. Like, okay, yeah, I got a decent job. I got a little bit of money there that, could run out easily if anything happens. Nah, I want to level up. I want to have a little bit more of a financial cushion. So I'm not going to settle. I'm going to grind. I'm going to push hard for what I want. And I'm going to get what I want doing what I love doing. Because I'm telling you, when I'm talking boxing with you guys, I'm not working. I don't feel like no damn job. I'm creating content when I'm, editing these videos for you guys. That's what I love doing. My peoples. Almost home, be almost there. I left the house. I left my house 4 hours ago. Black Jericho, salute my brother. Jason Williams, salute my brother. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to see the live earlier, but the president of the Dominican Republic was in La Vega announcing some sports-related initiatives to make different sports facilities in different cities so the kids can go and practice baseball, basketball, volleyball, boxing. So the government is going to be spending a lot of money in sports, which is a good thing. Super excited about that. Black Jericho, sky looking wonderful. Yeah, my brother. We got a beautiful skyline out here. Four hours ago, it's time to recharge, man. About to get home and it's crazy because look, I'm super tired, but I gotta get home and edit a couple of videos that people are waiting for. I'm gonna take care of that real quick. Jason Will, I'm pretty sure you could contribute with your boxing knowledge. And I agree with you, my brother. I'm getting involved with different boxing associations, and I definitely will be contributing in different ways. And I'm working also on different initiatives that we're gonna do to help popularize the sport of boxing here. There's a lot of great elite level tournaments that you guys don't get to see because there's nowhere for you to see it. Well, in November, there's going to be a great tournament, national tournament. Some of the best elite level amateur boxers in the country are going to be there. And I'm going to bring it to you guys live, 100% from the beginning, from the ceremony when they open up, to all the fights. I'm going to bring all that to you guys live. I can't wait. So I want to start doing that, man. These tournaments that, only if you're here in Dominican Republic you get to see them. Or if you try to find it somewhere online, but you won't be able to. I'm going to bring you that action, guys. I'm going to bring you those fights. And you guys get to see some of these kids, are the same ones that went to the Olympics and won medals over there. And some of them future world champions. So I'm super looking forward to bringing you guys that action. Because that's the one thing, I grew up in New York, and I know that in the U.S., most amateur boxing tournaments are not really televised. The overwhelming majority are not televised. Some maybe some local network. Like if there's a tournament going down in Pennsylvania, there's a local network that might show some of it. But amateur boxing is not televised. So we have these elite level guys that are winning, on the world stage, competing, at the highest level. And I'm going to bring you guys that action live, y'all. I want to bring you guys that action so you can see what's really going down. You can understand how, Dominican Republic makes champions. Champions, yo. This little third world country, Dominican Republic, fits inside of Texas more than 5 times. That's how small we are. Inside of the state of Texas, this whole island fits more than 5 times. Think about that. So we're producing top level, world-class amateur boxers. And the competitions, which I've been to many of them, you gotta see it. You guys have to see it, which is why I'm gonna bring you that live. Jason Williams, boxing is a poor man's sport. Some of the best come from the bottom. That's a fact. That is a fact. I was talking to Mrs. Tiffany. Oh my God, her last name. I can't remember Tiffany's last name. But I was talking to Tiffany. She's a professional judge and a USA boxing official. And I was telling her that some of these kids, they go to tournaments, win medals, and they literally go home and they don't know what they're going to eat the next day. They don't know. They don't have money to... They don't know what they're going to have for breakfast. They don't know what they're going to have for dinner. Some of these kids is fighting with the hope, like, this is it right here. This is the opportunity that we got to get out of here, to get out of this situation. And they fighting, with everything on the line. Like, this is it. Like, they in the national team, right? In the national boxing team. And it's like, you get kicked out of the team for somebody who's better than you. You're going back to the hood. You're going back to your block, to your normal life. You cooked. So they fighting literally to stay on the team. It's not a game, my people. Gotta respect it, man. But I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys this action. I want you guys to see how nice these boxers really are. And like I said, man, I'm gonna be live from the first fight to the last fight, so you guys will really get to see, what these young bulls is about. Flip, make an investment into yourself could be one of the smartest investment that you can make, especially you're going to work hard, make sacrifices, and be willing to weather the storm. That's a fact, Flip. That is 100% a fact. People only see the success, and they only see the good things, the good part, but they don't see the struggle. They don't see the hard work. They don't see that right now I'm driving, that I left my house at 2 o'clock. I haven't had a drink of water. I've been standing up the whole time. I'm hungry. I'm starving right now. So while some people's eating a nice slice of pizza a nice hot dog, some Chinese food, whatever it is. I'm starving. Now I'm going to pick up something to eat. But I got, I got something to accomplish, right? I went out there with an objective to capture the whole event live, and I did that. So yes, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm tired, my feet hurt, all of that. But I got the job done, and that's what it is about. That's what it is about. And I'm going to continue because that's what I want you guys to notice. And I hope that you guys notice that Box Center is different than any other boxing channel out there. I don't do stuff, because I saw somebody else do it. I don't try to emulate anything. I simply try to bring you guys content that is boxing and that it helps you have a better understanding of different aspects of the sweet science, different things that go down that in most places, in most channels, you're not going to get to see. You're not really going to get to see about it. So I try to bring that to you. I try to bring you also behind the scenes. So, we have boxing for breakfast in the morning when we go back and forth. We talking facts. We predicting. We trash talking. Boxing for breakfast, man, I love that show, and I love the way that it has just been playing out, and the way you guys have received that show. Boxing for breakfast is just something that it just happened. I think when you do something honestly out of love, and I don't know, I think part of it is planning too. You gotta plan to make something happen and work. But man, I'm honestly, I feel humbled and privileged that you guys tune in every morning, and not just tune in, but you guys participate. You guys, let it be known whether you agree with me or not, and that I appreciate as well. That we're building a community, a family of folks who we don't mind trash talking each other. We don't mind going back and forth. And at the end of the day, we all enjoy the sweet science. So there you have it, my peoples, man. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep making it happen. I'm, like I said, man, I'm super looking forward to November, just because I think both of our Olympic medalists are going to be participating in that national tournament. And if that's the case, man, I've already seen them in person, but I want you guys to see them live, doing what they do. Well, if they won, one of them got a bronze medal and the other one got a silver medal in the last Olympic Games. If they got that, you guys already know what it is about. Honestly, I wanted them to turn pro because, these guys, both of them have the skill set to become world champions. Both of them. When you guys see them, if they participate in this tournament, you'll agree with me, guys. You're going to say, yeah, they ready to be world champions. Like, obviously, if they turn pro, it's a process. You got to be developed as a professional. But they can fight, my peoples. Black Jericho, the grind don't stop. You know it, my brother. You know it. The grind don't stop. Things don't come to you. They don't just happen. You make them happen. Antoine Ward, experience was very educational. Appreciate it, my brother. As someone who has shared the ring with the combatants from that region, the experience was very educational. Oh, that's facts. I appreciate it. Jason Williams, I love boxing for breakfast. Salute, my brother. I appreciate that. I'm telling you, look, I didn't know that boxing. Look, I'm going to tell you something interesting. When I did boxing for breakfast, my mindset was, I'm going to do it for a week. If the people don't like it, whatever. I'll try something else. I'll try. I'm always thinking about new ideas, new things that I want to do, new ways that I want to bring you boxing content like nobody else is doing it. I want to do that. And so the idea was that I would do boxing for breakfast for a week and see what you guys thought about it. If you didn't like it, moving on to the next idea. But from the very first day, boxing for breakfast took off. Boom. And I was like, damn, did I just get lucky today and people enjoy the show? Is this? But then the next day, people was like, oh shit, man, this show is crazy. You got to do it every day. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And here we are, my people. About 70 episodes into boxing for breakfast. And I said it before, that I felt like something was going to happen before I get to episode 100. I don't know what it is. That something hasn't happened yet. I'm in stages of planning some things, right? But you know how it is, my peoples. Until there's a contract signed, you can't say it's a done deal. We see in boxing, fights fall apart all the time. So once contracts is signed, sealed, and delivered, that's when I tell you, yes, here we go. But that's what I said before. Before we get to episode 100, something is going to happen. Something's got to give. I just got a feeling. My peoples, we getting ever so closer to Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. Whoa. Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, my peoples. We're going to get some good action from those two gentlemen. Devin Haney, by the way, is looking real confident. He's looking real strong. Yo, John Parham, remember we were saying Brian Norman Jr. is going to knock Devin Haney out? I'm not so sure. I told you, I kind of walked that back now. Had to walk that back because Devin Haney looking real good, bro. Looking real, real good. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute, my brother. Black Jericho. It's not about the numbers, JSmiff. Even at 100, you still got to keep going. No matter what. That's a fact. That is 100% a fact, my brother. That is a fact, my brother. Because I could tell you what, I'm far from where I need to be at. I'm grinding super hard. And it's like I'm far from where I need to be at, but at the same time I'm right there, because it just take one person to say, let's get it. Let's put that contract right there. Let's make it. Look, let me tell you something, my peoples. I found out why rappers get jerked all the time. And I'm going to tell you why. You know why rappers get jerked all the time? Because when they right there, when they're on the verge, when there's somebody willing to put some money up, they always jerk them. Because if you're just looking for an opportunity, right, you just want to sign something. You sign anything because you're looking for an opportunity. So this is one thing that I would say for people chasing their dreams. If you're chasing your dreams, the best thing that you could have while you're chasing your dreams, and this is real talk, it's a job, my peoples. It's a job. You know why? Because if you got a job, you don't got the pressure that you need money. So you don't sign a crazy contract. You could take your time and say, nah, that contract is not for me. But if you broke, if you struggling, you dying to sign any contract just to make anything happen, to feel like you secure something. And that's the mistake that a lot of people make, and they end up signing contracts that are actually not good for them, not for their best, not to the best of their interest. Jason Williams, facts. They take advantage of people's desperation. That's what I'm saying. They see people in a bad situation, so they like, yo, sign this contract. I'm gonna give you this little cheddar up front, and then down the line you're gonna make the real money. Guess what? Down the line they never made nothing because they signed all the way everything. So look at my situation right now. Right now I got a decent job. You know, I don't make a shitload of money, but I do okay. And contracts, multiple contracts was presented to me, but they wasn't favorable. They wasn't favorable to me. I'm not thirsty to sign contracts and be like, yeah, we signing contracts. We got agreements. Huh? You want JSmiff to sign a contract? You're going to have to put a fat check in front of me. You want to secure JSmiff services on the contract? You're going to have to put a check in front of me. I ain't no goofball. I'm not starving. I'm not hungry. I'm hungry when it comes to my determination. But I'm not broke. I'm not desperate. I could sign a good contract tomorrow or in 2 years. But if you don't got a job, if you broke, if you're literally hungry, like damn, you go to a meeting, they invite you to a meeting, and you're in that meeting hungry and broke. And they're like, yeah, look, we're going to give you this little money up front, sign the contract, and then down the line, we give you a little more. Yo, think about if you broke. And this is just an example. I'm not saying that they was giving me that. But think about if you broke. You didn't even have breakfast yet because you broke. And somebody tell you, yo, sign this contract right now and we're going to give you an advance of $10,000. So you can, get straight. And you broke. And they put in right there 10 G's in advance, cash. So if you're in a messed up situation, you sign a contract and then you regret it. And you're like, damn, man, I wish I never signed that contract. They got you. So they try to get me too, my peoples, but nah. Jason Williams, know your worth. You got to, my brother. You got to. You got to know your worth. Jason Williams. But if you got 50K in your bank account, you ain't worried about no 10. Yo, and now listen. Even if you just got 2,500 in your account, but if you believe in yourself, you good. You're not broke. If you got 2,500 and you're getting paid every Friday, you don't need to be thirsty for no 10,000. You could say, nah, I'm good. I'm eating every day. My family good. We good. We all right. Hold on, my peoples. Check this out. Check out what I'm about to eat.
Y yo viviendo cama porque se me reventaba la cabeza. Dale, déjala, dame la aventura, aprende a ir extraer una botella de coca grande, llámame tipo 12:30 cuando me pique el hambre. Dale, déjala, que se dame la ventana.
I'm gonna get some of that. Dame, dame 6 alitas y media costilla. Me le estaba delicioso. Manito, me lo puedes traer al carro. A ver, voy a esperar. See, I'm about to eat for real. Oh my God, let me sit down, man. My feet are killing me. I don't even want to stand. Hey, Jay, I'll catch you later. Salute, my brother. You dropping in. Gotta go feed my daughter. Oh, shit, being Pop Dose. Salute, man. That's what's up, being a father. That's what being a father's about. Orange Man Fan Club, man. It's a beautiful thing out here, I gotta say. My peoples, I'm about to get the hell out of here. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who keeps showing me your support. Everybody who hit that like button. Everybody who's tuning in to Boxing for Breakfast. I promise you, my peoples, Boxing for Breakfast is for you guys. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. Yo, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning. We're going to do what we do, my peoples. One love to everybody who tuned in. I hope you guys saw the live. The president of the Dominican Republic, your boy JSmiff, had the VIP stolen tickets. Because I didn't have no tickets. But you know, I get in there. I find a way. Dale, mano. Keep going. Keep the hustle. Y'all already know, my peoples. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man. Bam. Hablamos, mi gente. Me voy de aquí. Tengo un hambre de pinga, loco.